Alright YouTube, this is my car. It's an '08 Honda Accord V6. So you got that chemical, guys, because I like detailing too, so I keep it silky smooth. But since the fires, it's still smooth. You can't even hear the rub, but oh well. Purpose of the video is that I'm going to install cold air intake, which is that one, provided by Injen. So I thought about Injen. I looked it up, all other cold air intake manufacturers, and I found Injen to be the best one based on quality and price. Because if you get the K&N, chances are it could come bent, because I've seen videos on other YouTube channels and other YouTubers with this thing where their short ram or their cold air comes in bent where it needs to go into the throttle body, and you don't want to kind of mess that up. But oh well, this is just an Injen, so it even says right there, world's first tuned intake system. So I live in Pomona, so I had to order it online, and it came real quick. It came in about 3-4 business days, but because I ordered it on a Friday, it came on a Wednesday. So shipping, well, you can tell UPS doesn't like shipping shit, because look how it came. That's how it came, right here. So I was able to get the battery off before starting this, so this is going to be it. I managed to take off both of that, and just in case if I need to lift the car, I know to go under it. I have the jack and my tool set right there. So right here, you may think I'm gonna have like a standard air box, but it doesn't. I have a K&N drop-in filter, and it breathes better once I put it. Now see, I'm upgrading to a cold air intake, which if you go down here on '08 Accord, I got to take out this, which is just that, and more bolts in the bottom. But easily, you got to make sure you do not mess this up, and you do not mess your mass up. Because if you mess this up, chances are you're going to be spending about 100 to 120 bucks in order to get a replacement one. Well, I'm gonna open the box and I'll show you guys how it is. Alright guys, so I already took out everything from the box. This is how it came. So just in case if you do live in Cali or other states like adopting Cali emissions, make sure you do get the Injen with it says, which says right there, car by DEO, and it gives you the model number right there. So this is if you're going to take it to smog. After you sell the car, you sell it with it. The person that takes it to smog will be able to pass without the smog instructor or the smog person, whatever they're called, telling you got to take off this intake and put back the stock air filter. Because if you do not, well, your emissions is something that nobody really understands. So this is a power flow. This is going to go to the throttle body, which is right here. It all comes with the provided hardware and all sealed up, and the instructions. So when I did it from Injen, I got opportunity to choose which air filter I wanted. One, because I like blue, and a lot of people like blue, got the blue. I've seen a lot of people with on a 350Z, on a 370Z especially, they wrap this in gold and they come with it red. But wrapping it means like automotive heat protective wrap, not the automotive wrap that you put on your car when you're doing decals, or you're gonna put a wrapping vinyl. So automotive for like high pressure and also high heat distributing around the engine bay. So all this is the hardware. Right to that, it comes with this. One thing I did fuck up is that I didn't get the hydro shield that goes right here. So if you're in a state that kind of rains a little bit and then you got water all over the place, well, you don't want water in here because it's gonna fuck it up. So if you hear that sound, that's when my buddy's coming in right there on his 350Z with his Society right there. Say hi, say hi. See right there? Let's go see what's up. Look at that. That's a sexy ass 350Z. So I got my buddy Kevin coming here with his Fair Lady Z. Right there. Louver gang. You may think this is blue, but this is a fucking wrap. There you go. So follow him on his Instagram right there. Sponsored by Mishimoto, Rev Auto. And there he is, coming home. Just barely waking up. Just barely waking up, and him with his chanclas and all shit. What are those? What are those? Look at that, white chanclas. Well guys, now it's already installed. Took a good while. We had to take off the tire. That, you see? That where the old canister or whatever this shit's called, this is where it goes. See, that's the old airbox, all that. Make sure you keep all the little clips and tools handy, because you don't want to be fucking around with these. This is where the old, for the breather hose is right there. So once you put that, you put it on that one right there, if you can see it. Make sure you get this mass flow air sensor clean as possible. If you don't want to clean it at the moment you do change this, make sure you keep it away from dust. Make sure it's not underneath anything, because if not, you're fucked. It comes up, metal tubing, then this right here, then it goes that way, right there. One thing we had to do, again, we had to take out the tire in order to get this shit off, then to bend it back to have a little bit more room. But this is how it looks like right there. Make sure you, once you do that with the hardware, you clamp it to that one. There's one right there, and you clamp it to one. That's, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's like right there inside where that welding is right here. But in order to secure both out, that way your intake doesn't move. You will hear a little bit of rattling. That should be fine. That's just because it's just getting used to your vehicle. That's all I know. But I've heard other people saying that sometimes they don't bolt it on right. Then I've seen a video where somebody, their intake just literally drops on the freeway. I'm not sure how that happens, but I don't want that to be me. So again, fuck, I need to clean the rotors or get new rotors. Fucking new get. I'm also gonna do my brake pads soon, but for right now, it was just the intake. I'm gonna put everything back. So one thing I do know, that we trying to figure out how to put this shit back on, is that I gotta cut it at a certain right here, like around. That way it's not forcing the tube right there, but I gotta figure out the clips on where to go, because if you don't have the clips right, then you're fucked. All right, cool. So here we go. Fuck, I gotta clean that shit right there. Shit's all fucking dirty. Oh well, I'm gonna upgrade the suspension, maybe another 10k miles. But yeah, putting this shit back was a bitch. I just asked my friend if he can help me out cutting this, because this was actually hitting the tube and was not letting me put on these clips right there. It was being a bitch. It was stubborn, but we managed to cut it off. And right there, so if you want, if you guys don't mind driving like this, you may hear a little bit of road noise, but that should be fine. But given all that, I say it was a job pretty well done. I wanna give a shout out to my friend Kevin. Follow him on his YouTube page called Nismo Kev, or his IG VQ Kev. He has multiple videos on how to do DIY things, whatnot on his Z. He's right now he just went and just try to talk over with a couple more people with the Z Society and Saul and Pugs. Sorry about this. Saul and Pugs. Nismo Nights. He follows them. He knows who they are. He's trying to get tuned by Saul because he's one of the best 350Z tuners out there. Not gonna lie, I've seen his cars on YouTube, videos, Pugs' car, his documentary and whatnot, but the real Will is all right there.